好，今日好開心啊 ！DININGICON 嘅觀眾又有福啦，因為我哋今次咧就請到 VCC 同埋 LePin family 嘅代表嚟咗，咁就係 Mr. Francois Thienpont。咁咧佢今日就會同我哋講下究竟 VCC 同埋 LePin 究竟有啲咩消息會帶到俾大家咧。Hi, Mr. Thienpont, Francois, I should call you. Welcome you to Hong Kong.
Thank you.
I guess this is not the first time you come here, right?
No. I came to Hong Kong many times since 1996.
1996. Oh,
yes.
Maybe you are very familiar with Hong Kong, right?
Yes.
Do you like Hong Kong quite much, or?
Yes, I do like the ambience. I like people. I like here because it's a great atmosphere for wine and dining.
Yes.
So that's a great place for that, and a lot of energy around.
Yep.
Which I like.
Well, I guess you have been in Hong Kong for so many years. I guess you can see the changes of people's atmosphere towards drinking wine, right?
Absolutely, yes. Especially, of course, when the tax changed. So a few years ago. So and suddenly, of course, was a booming in the wine industry, and so that changed things a lot.
Okay, then we have to special thanks for your good friend, Mr. Henry Tang.
Absolutely, yes. Mr. Henry Tang is a great collector and a great also drinker of
yes,
vin.
He is. He knows how to enjoy
the wine, and we have some great tasting with him, great dinner with him.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
So let's talk about VCC and LePin, as you are the wine ambassador for both winery.
Yes.
Well, during 2013, we have heard that both Bordeaux and Burgundy was quite a bad year because of the weather. There are rains and quite cold weather during June and July. Has it affect for both LePin and VCC for the harvesting issue, or?
Yes, of course, like everybody, and especially for the quantity. Because in June we have a very cold and rainy June.
Yep.
And during the flowering, which really affect the volume of the wine. And of course, the Merlot, especially the old vine of Merlot, are very sensitive to that. So we should have, unfortunately, regarding LePin, about 1/3 of a normal crop, let's say.
Oh, no.
And the VCC should be about maybe 40% of a normal crop, just because of this effect.
Well, but LePin is already quite rare, like 5,000-6,000 bottles a year, and now it's like 1/3 of the normal production.
Yeah, you might have, I don't know, maybe 3,000 bottles, or
I can't imagine.
we don't know. Of course, we don't know yet. We're just picking the grapes today, as a matter of fact.
Oh, so today is the harvest day.
Yes, so we don't know exactly how will be the end, and how will be also for the selection and the quality. So that's we don't know yet. We'll see.
So it's quite late for this year because of the weather and delay.
That's right. Even if we had a great summer, July was fantastic, very hot.
Yep.
Among the hottest month of July since the last 20 years. And August was also very good. But because again all delay we had for this bad spring in general, so this we didn't be able to really catch up the time regarding the maturity. So that's why it's a late vintage in terms of harvest.
Okay, well then I really can't imagine how expensive for both wine will be because of this little amount of quantity.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, well first then we talk about VCC. VCC is owned by also your cousin Alessandra, right?
VCC is owned by the entire family Thienpont.
Okay.
That's family.
Yeah. But Alessandra is the.
But Alexandra is the
owner, or CEO, or the.
Yes, is the manager of the chateau and of course the winemaker.
Okay. Well, for VCC, the location is between LePin and like Le Petrus.
Petrus, yeah.
Yep. So terroir is something that French wine industry and French people, they really emphasize on. How do you see the specialty of VCC with this geographical location?
VCC is a very special estate because he really gather in one estate a different type of terroir of Pomerol. From eastern side of next to Petrus, because we touch Petrus.
Yep.
This is mostly clay,
Yes.
and toward LePin, it's a lot of gravels.
Okay.
So let's say that VCC looks like a small Burgundy by itself.
Okay.
That's why it makes this wine such apart and very special. The most Burgundian
Okay.
Bordeaux, I would say,
Okay.
because which if you have one word to really describe VCC, it's complexity. That's the
Okay.
most complex wine you can see. You know, it's really.
Okay. I see. Then, because I have read the information about VCC, mostly like they are made by Merlot, Cab Franc, and depends on the year. Then there will be some
Cabernet Sauvignon.
yeah, Cabernet Sauvignon.
To it.
Yeah, but I know that in the past there was Malbec growing in
Yeah,
VCC.
that was planted by my grandfather a long time ago, back in
Yeah.
the 20s. Yes.
Yes. But why Alexander removed it? Is there any reason, or is there any?
Because at that time, it was not very interesting for this type of terroir. So he was not bringing anything special. So we prefer to really, instead, to replace the Malbec by the Cabernet Franc, which is for us a very important grape.
Yeah, because I can see the importance or the percentage is growing more and more.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you would like to bring more characteristic of Cab Franc into
Yes.
the wine.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then we move to LePin. LePin is one of the greatest wine in the world, and one of the, I would say, like two big ones from Pomerol. One is Petrus and one is LePin. How would you compare by yourself, being a family member, to compare these two wines?
I would say they are very different. Yeah, they have the only thing in common. They have the evaporation. But Petrus is made with, of course, Merlot. They are both 100% Merlot. But Petrus is based on the clay terroir, you know, sort of clay. As LePin is mostly gravel. And that makes things very different. So I would say Petrus is more full body, more powerful naturally compared to LePin. LePin is more again with like the Vieux Certain, more in the Burgundian side, elegant, more I would say very feminine, extremely lush and soft.
Okay.
That's made LePin apart, I would say.
Yeah, I have read in the internet, because LePin actually is, I think it's one of the big winery that you don't have your own website. Yeah, I read some news or article about LePin. It's like very soft and comfortable, and ladies would love it because the tannin is there, but it's not really powerful.
Yeah.
And I have read some comments about LePin is that, well, when you drink it, you didn't expect it can last for like 20 years, 30 years long after several decades. When you drink a LePin again, and still it is the same powerful.
Yes.
I mean, in terms of so many years
Yes.
for the powerfulness.
Yes. We had a few years ago, in 2007, I guess, a full vertical tasting with, as a matter of fact, Henry Tang here
Okay.
in Hong Kong. And
Full vertical tasting. Oh, cost a fortune.
it was just 12 people.
Okay.
And it was very interesting because especially LePin of vintage, I would say, it was amazing. Like in blind tasting, you would think it's a Burgundy wine
Oh, really?
because the color, the smell really turning like a great Pinot Noir, a great Latache, things like that.
Okay.
At that stage, the terroir really overwhelmed the grapes. So you don't know, that makes great wine. Because we're not talking about varietal anymore, we're talking about terroir.
Yeah,
And that's why those wines are very researched for, you know, and apart, you know, that's everybody recognizes as something very special.
Yes. Thank you very much, Francois.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Shake.
let's hope that you will have a very good dinner tonight.
I'm sure we will.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.